You're listening to BD Daily Tech News Podcast, your daily briefing on tech and innovation. It's 2026, March 5th, and today's theme is AI is buying its way into Hollywood, negotiating its way into government, and reverse engineering its way into your anonymity.
So it's a normal Thursday. AI is everywhere. In movies, in the Pentagon, and in my burner account where I complain about apps that want a subscription to tell me the weather.
3 stories, fast and useful. We'll do what happened, the simple version of the tech, and why it matters if you're a creator, a developer, or just a person with passwords.
And I'll do what I do best. Ask the questions that make engineers sigh so hard their standing desk lowers itself out of shame.
Story 1. Netflix acquired InterPositive, an AI movie-making technology business founded 4 years ago by actor Ben Affleck. Netflix is effectively buying tools that promise to speed up parts of filmmaking, development, editing, VFX planning, maybe even pre-visualization.
Ben Affleck founded an AI company, and Netflix bought it. That's either the future of cinema or the most expensive way to avoid reading scripts since Hollywood.
The simple version of the tech. Imagine filmmaking as a factory line. AI tools can be like a very fast assistant manager, tagging footage, searching for takes, generating rough cuts, drafting shot lists, or simulating how a scene might look before you spend real money on sets and crews.
So the AI is the intern who never sleeps, never asks for credit, and definitely never says, hey, maybe this plot hole is the size of a bus.
Why it matters for normal people. You'll likely see more content produced faster and possibly cheaper, especially mid-budget projects. But the trade-off is creative homogenization if everyone uses the same best practice AI workflows, plus ongoing labor questions around who gets paid when tools replace tasks.
I'm hearing more shows, fewer humans, and every thriller will have the same blue-tinted tension lighting because the model learned it from 10,000 prestige dramas.
For creators and developers, the opportunity is real. If Netflix is buying a tooling company, it signals the platform wants proprietary workflow advantages, faster iteration, better metadata, tighter production pipelines. If you build creative tools, the bar is now integrate into the studio stack, not just make a cool demo.
Also, if Netflix owns the tools, it can own the defaults. And defaults are destiny. That's how we all ended up with the same 5 fonts on the internet.
Story 2. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei has resumed talks with the Pentagon about how Anthropic's models are used by the U.S. military after a high-profile AI safety feud. The key point is governance. What uses are allowed, what guardrails exist, and who audits what.
Nothing says calm tech week like frontier AI and Pentagon talks in the same sentence. My group chat just activated its threat model.
Simple version, think of an AI model like a powerful multi-tool. The question isn't whether it can do something, it's who's allowed to use which blades, under what supervision, and whether the tool logs what it did. That's policy, procurement, and technical controls colliding.
So basically, we'll sell you the chainsaw, but we'd like it to come with a manual, a lock, and maybe a parent who's watching.
Why it matters. Defense and government contracts can shape the entire AI industry. Requirements like data handling, model monitoring, and restrictions on certain outputs can become de facto standards. Then they trickle into enterprise products you use at work.
And if you're a developer, it means compliance is no longer a boring checkbox. It's a feature. Like now with 30...
Story 3. Science Corp, a neurotechnology startup, raised $230 million to commercialize an implant aimed at treating blindness and to develop more advanced brain devices. One report also cites a post-money valuation of about $1.25 billion.
$230 million to help people see again. That's the rare tech headline where my first reaction isn't, how will this be used to sell me socks?
Simple version, imagine the visual system like a camera pipeline. If the sensor is damaged, an implant can try to bypass the broken part by delivering signals downstream, either to the optic pathway or directly to brain regions that interpret vision. It's hardware, biology, and signal processing in one package.
So it's like installing a new HDMI cable into your brain. except the installer is a surgeon, and the warranty is complicated.
Why it matters for regular people. This is the hard, slow kind of innovation. Clinical trials, safety, manufacturing, reimbursement. But if it works, it changes lives. And it also accelerates a broader category. Brain-computer interfaces, moving from experiments to products.
And the moment it becomes a product, the internet will ask two questions. Can it run games? And can it show me ads? Please, humanity, let's be normal for 10 minutes.
Quick bonus story because it hits everyone. A study suggests AI tools can unmask anonymous accounts. Even if you don't post your name, models can compare writing style, posting patterns, and linked metadata to infer who you are with unsettling accuracy.
So my totally anonymous account that only follows 3 niche hobbies and posts at 2:13 a.m. with the same typo every time is basically wearing a name tag.
Simple version. It's like handwriting analysis, but for the internet. The model doesn't need your face. It needs enough samples of your fingerprint, phrasing, punctuation, favorite words, time zones, and overlaps across platforms.
Great. I'm not anonymous. I'm just temporarily unrecognized, like a celebrity in sunglasses at the airport, until the algorithm goes, nice try.
Actionable takeaways. 1. Assume creative tooling is consolidating. If you're in media or marketing, learn the AI features inside your editing suite, not just standalone chatbots. 2. If you build AI products, expect more policy-shaped engineering, logging, controls, and data boundaries. 3. For privacy, treat anonymity as a spectrum. Separate accounts, minimize cross-posting, and don't reuse distinctive phrases everywhere.
And if you must have a secret account, maybe don't end every post with the same catchphrase. Yes, I'm talking to myself. I have regrets. They are searchable.
That's the show for 2026, March 5th. Subscribe for your daily tech and innovation briefing, and comment with this. Which is the bigger shift? Netflix owning AI production tools, or AI companies setting new rules with government buyers?
And share this with one friend who still thinks AI in movies means a robot holding a camera. See you tomorrow, unless the anonymity study finds me first.